Hello everybody, welcome back to another weekly stream. It is exciting to be back, and it's delightful to see three concurrent viewers already, and we've only just started. I felt like I would take some effort out of the equation to start with, and we're going to kick things off with the MX5 Rookie Series here at Snetterton for week 4, I think it is. It's week 4. At least I hope it is. Otherwise, it's going to be an embarrassing little oversight. I have done my best to get a decent amount of practice in around here before we kick off. I'm still not. I still don't feel massively confident. But I mean, what's the worst that can happen, really? Let's, we might lose some safety rating, we might lose some I rating, but you know what the hell? As long as we're having fun, right? It looks like it's a top split race. Hi, Michael. How's it going? Nice to see you on time. Yeah, don't worry about it. There's for anyone that misses it, it's the VOD will be available on YouTube. I mean, obviously you know that because you'll be watching it if you're watching it after the fact. So that point seemed a little bit moot. Yes, I can't remember what I was talking about. Something about my pace here at Snetterton. I feel like it's there or thereabouts. Maybe I'm a couple of tenths off the pace. But let's face it, this track is difficult. It's particularly this corner here, Brundle going into Nelson, is an absolute killer. I despise this corner with a passion. And then Murray's at the end as well, tends to catch me out a little bit. So, trying to make any kind of successful move around this track is going to be a challenge. Lots of complicated corners, lots of changes of direction. Oh dear. Good grief, we've got loads of people starting. Am I tracking that iRacing's going to go? I'm not tracking that iRacing's going down in 30 minutes. That is really awkward. Oh dear. That's going to be really awkward. I don't know what I'm going to do in that case. I might have to find some other way of entertaining.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Dan, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
I expected iRacing to be absolutely fine for the foreseeable. I thought the emergency hotfix. Oh no. Okay. I had absolutely no idea. That's really scuppered things. That's really disappointing. Yeah, I suppose I'm just going to have to stay around and chat with you guys. That's absolutely fine. I'm sure I can manage that. I'm sure I can come up with something interesting to say, maybe. We'll see, though. I'm not the greatest conversationalist. And it's particularly difficult when
temperature's decreasing. It's now
most of the other end of the conversation is doing it. Oh, you didn't see that. Yeah, particularly difficult when mostly the end of the conversation is communicating via text. Oh dear. Yeah, this is going to be. Oh well. We'll sit back, try and enjoy this race, and then depending on what happens going forward, we'll improvise, adapt, and overcome. Whoa. Q&A session, yes. That sounds great. If you guys can come up with enough questions to keep us going, yeah, let's do that. Maybe. What's the worst that can happen? Oh no, terrible first corner. So, as far as I can tell with this track, I think the only real overtaking opportunity is going to be this hairpin here, which is annoying because you're going to have to get up the inside, and that's going to put you immediately on the outside for that left-hander. And if you can't get clear, then it's going to be a drag race all the way down to probably the most terrifying corner on the track, which is just not not where I want to be, if I'm honest. If I'm still fighting for position into this straight, or into this corner, there's no way I'm going to be challenging. Woohoo! Get a little Discord ping there. I think someone was. Whoa! Should really turn Discord off while I'm doing these things, but hell, I like to remain unprofessional as long as possible. What have we got? Copy paste.
7th position.
I'm sure we'll make it work, even if there's just one of us communicating on voice. I mean, we can make it entertaining. We can do something. I mean, I could be really boring and open my chess.com account, and we could play some chess together. Wouldn't that be entertaining? And you can see how bad I am at chess. Oh dear. Definitely not my best effort. I'm pretty sure that combination of Nelson and what's it called? Brundle and Nelson rather makes or breaks this lap. Oh no. Okay, never mind. That's going to put me at the back of the grid. Absolutely fine. I'm sure there's going to be accidents and other ways we can make up positions.
Fastest lap for short.
I'm just going to have to concentrate a little bit. Definitely not my best effort, but like I say, at the end of the day, you know, we're here to have fun. Right, what are we saying? Yeah, I'm actually excited to do this in the Simlab challenge as well. So there's quite a lot of tracks and quite a lot of combinations this week. I'm excited to try. You know, get back to Zandvoort in the GT4 cars. That's going to be really cool. And the fixed Ferrari is at, I can't remember where it's at this week. And then there's the IMSA series, which I'm not too fussed about, particularly if rain's going to be a thing. But yeah. So
that's the end of the session.
Oh,
P11.
there we go. P11. Oh, because someone didn't qualify. Okay, fair enough. That sounds like a them problem. Let's get rid of all these just in case we do have a whoopsie. And we'll put the session best lap timer on. Do you know? I feel like the fact that all the cars are quite close in lap times, is kind of balanced out by the skill levels of a lot of people in there. In my experience, a lot of people that are taking the Clios and the Mustangs are quite low rated and, well, just... Oh, that's right, yeah, the Ferraris are Oschersleben. I'm pretty sure I just butchered the German there, so my apologies to any German speakers in the chat. Yeah. No, I feel like the most fun in the PCC is always going to be had in the 86 or the Mazda. Right. So I don't even know how many laps this race is, to be honest. That's really unprofessional. Everyone's gridded. That's an interesting
10 laps. The
addition.
track temp is 32. The air temp is 21 Celsius.
iRacing Spotter
Okay,
being
Dan,
useful for a
get ready.
change.
Floor it. Green, green, green.
Oh, okay.
On your left.
Right, odds on
Hold your line.
surviving lap 1. What do you reckon?
Clear left.
Good grief, not like that, we're not. Ooh.
Right side.
There's an accident already.
Clear right.
And another one.
Car right.
Right.
Clear right.
Cool. 3 positions already. And 10 laps to go, so let's see how this goes. First time through Brundle and Nelson. And ooh, I think there was a little bit of missed braking points there from the cars in front, rather. Taking some very tight lines through here. Oh, nice. Nice. See, that's... I'm pretty sure that, was it
Left
Murray's?
side.
Not an overtaking opportunity. The
Hold your
line,
line.
it's very much single file through there. It's
Hold your
got to
line.
be.
Still there.
Whoa, okay. That
Hold
seems
your
fair.
line. Clear left.
10th position.
That was pretty daft. That's not a place to go, Dan. Don't do that. Just stay close to him. Plenty of race left. And you know, we're not going for a podium here. We're going for a finish.
All right, Dan. The next car is Doncha.
Yeah, that's not a place to go for it either. Oh yes, there we go. Keep sending it down the inside, mate. See if that works out for you. Every single corner, I dare you. Go on, keep going, keep going. Kill another one for me.
The leader has just done a 121.83. You've just done a 123.43. Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 121.77.
Okay, so it is possible to get past in the hairpin. If you time it right. Okay.
Car left.
Is he just giving it to me, or...
Hold your line.
I have a feeling
Still
he's still
there.
going to be there when we go into
Clear
Brundle.
left.
Okay, maybe not. Oh, looks like he took a little bit too much of the exit there in the mirror. Don't know if anyone saw that. But that has gained us
New fastest
another
lap
line.
for Seaton,
Another line, another place.
112, P9.
Good.
Guy in front has just done a 121.37.
Do you know what? Words are hard today. Oh, has he dropped it? Has he dropped it? Not quite. But he should be vulnerable down down towards...
You're reeling Doncha.
I can never remember
the
the
gap is
Brundle.
now
That's it.
0.2.
On your left. Clear left.
Okay, he's backed right out of it. Interesting.
Well done, Dan. Nice move, mate.
Of course, I know for a fact that you know, this guy that I've just passed is incredibly aggressive, so I think if he gets close enough to start making moves, I'm going to have to just let him through. So I can't trust him not to kill me. Oh. Thought I was going to kill myself then.
That's a new fastest lap for Short, 121.12. 8th place.
Oh, way too much brake. Way too much. That's terrible. Half a second down already. Great stuff. I mean, this is what we come here to see, isn't it? Professional driving standards. Cue sarcasm. Cool. Right. 0.6 of a second behind. I don't think he's close enough to make a move into Brundle. No need to go defensive just yet, but I just need to mind myself. Oh, steady. I do despise that corner. Yeah, this guy's absolutely got me. No doubt about it.
The car in front's lap time is at 121.09. Okay, Dan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. You're halfway home, your fuel is fine. That was a 122.52.
Do I go defensive? Why not? Let's try it. Ooh, okay, cool. Let's, are you just going to try and give me the bump draft, or are you trying to turn me? I mean, fair enough, bro. If you want to get past, then maybe try it.
Left. Clear left.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and stop that.
Don't panic.
To be fair, that wasn't too bad. I probably could have defended it. But honestly, I didn't really want to risk that guy killing me. We'll just see if he's able to hold it for what's left of the race. I'm going to suggest that maybe he can't. I'm quite happy to have a little bit of a back and forth with this guy.
E9.
Oh, got that wrong. Oh, did I? Did I? Ooh. No, I'm not great. Oh. He's going to drop it again, isn't he? That's the other thing that irritates me, is that
we've just cut the
track limit on the exit of that corner. You've got to be so careful. If you can't see the curb, then... Oh, hang on. Whoa, that's blocking.
Clear right.
What are you doing, big lad? Nice. Everyone on stream just saw that.
Left side. Clear left.
Nice. What a piece of work. What do you reckon, chat? Next time he does that, shall I just let him pit maneuver himself? Or is that just too dangerous? Am I likely to end up killing myself when he tries to turn himself on me? I mean, what if I do this? Another off track. Yes.
We've just had a warning for cutting the track.
Let him pit. Yeah, fair one. Yeah, he totally deserves it, really, doesn't he?
Car left,
Dear
clear left.
shit. Oh, excuse my language. I mean, we'll send him the apology, but I think he had it coming. Just a shame we got the 4X for it. Yeah. Not my finest moment, not gonna lie.
P8, 2 laps remaining.
But like I say, I'm not gonna feel too bad about it. You know, if he doesn't if he doesn't understand the rules well enough to not block, then yeah, no, I'm not going to think about it now. We'll talk about it after the race. I do feel bad about it. It shouldn't have happened. But yeah, like I said, I feel like he had that coming. Ooh, did not do that very well, did I? Looks like this guy's looking for it as well. Oh no. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Is he going to pit maneuver me?
Still there.
No, he's just going to bump draft me. Nice.
Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Oh dear. I think he's going to try and kill me here.
Hold your line. Yep. Clear left. You're on the left.
Nice.
3 wide.
Cool.
Clear all round.
Bad luck, Dan. Come on, don't let him get away.
Nice.
1 more lap to go.
Oh.
123.82.
What a guy. What a guy. Oh. Apologies for the rejoin. Oh well. It's that 10x. What a guy. Oh well. We'll click the replay and I'll try and remember to file a process later. So I'll yeah, might send him a quick message and ask him what he thinks he's playing at.
P11, that's it. We're done.
Cool. Bit of a shame, but oh well. Who was his... what was his name? There we go. Cool. Right, let's have a look at the replay. Cool, so... Cool. No, you didn't. you knew exactly what you were doing. Cool. Right, let's have a look at his perspective here. Cool. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe he did miss the breaking point, but yeah, maybe he did, but yeah, I'm still gonna. Yeah, all right, cool, no problem. What we'll do, I'll just quickly clip these now. Right, let's grab that, hit play. Yeah. Oh, yeah, off I go. What a guy. Cool. What's his name then? Donchi. 24, April 2nd. Donchi retaliation. Cool. And then just for clarity's sake, I will clip and present my my unfortunate error, because I feel like that's only fair. Yeah. That is a shame. I do feel bad about that. I really do. Cool. Yeah, no problem, Mike. Just give me a quick moment. Let me get this clipped. Cool, we'll call that a wreck. Let's not hide what it is, and then we'll go back and see if we can't clip some of this blocking as well. Oh, it means I've got to file 2 separate protests now, doesn't it? Actually, let's clip it from here. He has other incidents as well, doesn't he? Yeah, 10. I mean, he dropped the car a few times as well, didn't he? So, yeah, let's clip that as well. 2024, April 2nd, Donchi blocking. Cool. Right, so you wanted to show me something on iOverlay before we exit the sim. So let's try and get that sorted. Oh, well, let's go over that. Tell me what it is, Mike. Paint me a word picture. And we'll have a, maybe we'll go back and have a look at the silliness while we wait. Cool. So that was his first incident. Click on iOverlay and then right, yeah, I have heard about this. Race control. Oh, it's at the top here, isn't it? Cool. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So if I hit that. Oh dear, that hasn't helped. Instant up, instant down. Oh, okay. Handy. So is this going... Alright, okay, so this is going from latest to earliest. So if we start at the bottom of the list... Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, that move entirely on our favourite man's... he... I mean, went for that. To be fair, that was an acceptable move. He just couldn't get the car stopped in time and completely missed the apex. I don't think it would have been fair to expect the chap in front to... I mean, by this point, well, I don't know, maybe I consider that a little bit of a dive bomb, actually, because by the time he's sort of alongside significantly number 2 starting his turn in, but, you know what, never mind. Let's not overanalyze that. And we've got enough. We've got another collision. Oh, and iOverlay even has. It sorts them into crash, off-track, instant. I hadn't even noticed that until just now. That's brilliant. So I can skip the off-tracks. And that, again, is the instant we saw where, yeah, going down into Murray's, not an overtaking opportunity. What's incident count as? Is that just like an off-track or something? No, it's just a different... Or is it just a different view of the... Oh, okay. Is it just a different view of the same incident? Okay, right. And then Riley... Yeah, hits the... That's what caused him to drop it when I mentioned the car in the mirror. Could not save the replay. Interesting. Why has that come up? Okay. Let's skip the off tracks, go to this crash. Nice, good dump. Miller again. It's just stopped. Okay, fine. It came up as a crash apparently. Oh, yep. On the gas a little bit early. And then this is me going into the back of our favourite Italian, presumed Italian. MX-5 Chaos is mixed. You might have just seen this. I mean, this guy was blocking me a little bit earlier in the race, so this was a complete accident. I totally accept fault for this. Yeah, still a bit of a shame though. And then, oh no, that's the same incident. And then a lap later, the guy just accidentally misses his braking point when he's been bump drafting me all the way down the straight. Yeah, bit of a shame, but we're going to end this one with a what's it, a 10x, absolutely horrendous. But I want to go back and clip the blocking again, and just to make sure that's saved, because I think that was the last thing we tried to save. Could not save the oh no, it tried to save the second one, so that would have been when I accidentally dumped him. Whoa! Race control scoring has ended. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that's why I can't save bits of the replay, but let's see if I can get this. No, it's not that one, is it? This one. Yeah. So let's try clipping this again, because I think this was the one that didn't save. So I just want to record this one for, for transparency's sake. So I got blocking, retaliation, but I didn't get the one I caused. So 2024 April 2nd, Donchi wreck. Okay, that's been saved. Cool. Right, I think we are good to leave. And we're probably going to find that iRacing's down at this point, which is going to be a shame. Hello, Cords. Very nice to see you back. Very nice to see you again. Thank you for joining us. And let's see. Let's just make sure all those three have saved. Yeah. And see what we get. There we go. We have, in fact, been booted out. That is a crying shame. I'm not going to be able to access the results. But the bright side is that we won't have to worry about just sitting around. Well, I mean, we are going to have to worry about sitting around and waiting. So the other question, I guess, is, do I have they opened? Have they opened this? And it looks like it's possible they may have. So, I mean, what I can do, I suppose... Oh, do you know what the other thing I've done is? I've just opened that in the same window as my streaming. So, yeah, so what happened, Cords, is we tried the MX-5 race, and things were going well until I got blocked by the number 4 driver coming down towards Brundle, and then a lap later I accidentally killed him, which I'm guessing he wasn't particularly happy about, because then he bump drafted me all the way down the start-finish straight and then missed his braking marker for turn 1 and dropped me into the gravel, giving me another 4x. So yeah, as much as I would go back and show the replay, but I mean, there's no need, because the race, all of this is going to be recorded and it will be left on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch, then you're more than welcome. Yeah, a little bit disappointing, actually. Sorry, guys, about that. Hopefully, I tried to make smart decisions. I tried not to get into problems, but sometimes these things happen. Just going to look forward to the next one. I wonder how long this is going to last. I guess it could actually turn out to be quite a anticlimactic stream. I might end up... we'll stick with it for, I don't know, until... We'll try and stick with it for another hour or so. If we're not back up and the servers aren't running until by about 2030, we'll maybe cut it short, which is going to be a little bit disappointing, so I do apologise. But in the meantime, I think what I can do is I can just load up the test simulator, throw in some... To be fair, I probably haven't even got many cars downloaded, to be honest, have I? Because I'd say what I have... do you know what? I've never tried the Porsche Cup car, and I've always shied away from it, thinking that it's going to be an absolute nightmare to drive. So we'll load that up on Alton Park, because it's one of my favourite tracks, and we'll just have a bit of a bimble, see what we can achieve. Yeah, and in the meantime, someone suggested, probably a little bit facetiously, a Q&A. Yeah, absolutely. I don't. So 2 questions there. Do the Nürburgring. I don't actually own the Nürburgring, and I never plan to. That's not on my... Oh, hang on. Surely we're not back on already. 1 moment. Let me test this. Get my copy password. Oh no, you're all going to see my email address. Too late. You've already seen it now, haven't you? Bugger. I didn't even think of that. That's right. Well, please don't. Please don't start messaging me on my email address. That is... Oh dear. I'm not happy about that at all. Can I not even move that across? No, I can't. Oh well, way too late. Okay, no, it looks like we are... Oh god, what is even happening? Let's try this again. Try this. Alton Park International, let's try that. Right, so Cords, Nürburgring. No, I don't own it, and I never actually plan to, because that's not a track that I feel as though I've never truly enjoyed it, and I don't think I ever will truly enjoy driving it. I'm not interested in spending hours trying to learn 100 something like, what is it, 100 kilometer long track. Okay, cool. It looks like loading error 22. Maybe it'll work with a different car. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, I don't have any interest in driving the Nürburgring. And yeah, when I'm driving, what I see is exactly what you guys are seeing. I'm running on a 29 inch ultra wide monitor, so I've had to do a little bit of fiddling with OBS Studio to get it to record everything, which is why you've got those little black strips top and bottom on the stream, because the stream is designed for a 16:9 streaming ratio, whereas the this is on a 21:9, so it's a little bit skewed, but I mean, I was genuinely quite interested in having a go at the 911 GT3 Cup actually, but now that I can't, I'm feeling a little bit lost. And then, right, yeah, it's a Logitech G29, just straight out of the box, no adjustments whatsoever. I haven't even looked at the. I know there's a load cell pedal that you can buy, or a load cell adapter that you can buy to change the brake pedal to make it a little bit more responsive. I haven't even done that, to be honest, and I'm not sure if I ever will, because honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to have enough money to really. I don't think I'm ever going to have enough money to really invest in the equipment, and I'm only just sort of keeping myself going with what it is. I feel like the G29 for what I have at the moment, or for what I'm doing at the moment, is more than enough. And yeah, it does the job. I really don't feel as though upgrading to the money I'd have to spend to upgrade to a direct drive just doesn't seem worth the reward at the moment, particularly when a lot of what I've read suggests that the load cell brake pedal is probably the most has the most impact in your performance, really, once you get used to it. So status says UI is in maintenance, but all the servers are okay. Yeah, I mean, let's just load up something. Let's try. Have I got the new Audi? See if that works. I mean, if this doesn't work, then I think we're going to be in for a pretty boring evening. Even then, I can't imagine it's going to be much fun just watching me drive around in a GT3 car. Yeah, thank you for. Yeah, please don't spam my email address. And yes, yeah, that 20K's worth of Nürburgring just doesn't seem like much fun to me. I don't have the time or energy to invest in learning that track. Oh, that's really annoying, because this appears to be loading. I was actually quite excited to try the Cup car, the Porsche Cup car. Cool. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think if I was offered a Moser for a decent price, I could be tempted. But I don't feel as though I want to go out looking for anything at the moment. For me, it's I don't feel as though the added feeling I'm going to get from a direct drive wheel. Yeah, I've been through it. I think where I am, the rating that I'm at, and the performance I'm sort of at.
Pit lane speed limit is 50
is
kilometers
enough
per hour
for me at the moment. I mean, I don't even know why I'm driving this, to be honest. It's going to feel the exact same as some of the other GT3s that oh god, he says, and loses control immediately. Right, cool. Those words I just said, this is me eating them. Great. Can't believe that. Oh god, it's going to feel exactly the same. It's going to be boring and yeah, lose control. Nice, good job. I don't even know why I'm trying. This isn't exciting to watch, not even a little bit. Let's let's maybe turn this off, actually. And maybe we'll just sit quietly and, well, we'll sit patiently and wait for the servers to come back on. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd quite happily buy the GP circuit, the Nürburgring GP circuit. I'm quite familiar with that one, but yeah, I don't see the attraction of the Nordschleife at all. I get that, you know, it's very challenging, and if you can truly remember every corner and, you know, master it, it can probably be incredibly rewarding. But I don't know. I just don't feel like the racing's particularly exciting. You know, it's technical, it's narrow, it's you know, dangerous. You know, if one guy drops his car, he's immediately turns into a roadblock that covers 75%. You know, if the car ends up sideways, you know, 75% of the track width is covered, and it just yeah, it just creates problems. Yeah, Southampton, Germany. I'm from North Wales. North Wales, in the UK. I just thought I'd contribute to that little conversation, because that's what we all wanted to know, of course. Yeah, lovely part of the world. Yeah. Oh God, what could we talk about? What could we talk about? What could we discuss? All the different places I've been, maybe. Where have we been abroad? I've been to. I'll start, I guess. I've been to. Forums downloads. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've been to. Oh God, where do I start? The United States twice in recent years. I've been to Germany 2 or 3 times. I've been to Estonia. Been to Cyprus. Wow, it doesn't sound that exciting, actually. Been to France on holiday a few times. Could I put the track map on? Yes, I probably could, actually. Can we do the old race preview here? See, what I was... The frustrating thing about the track map for me is that I don't... Oh, you can adjust the size of it. Okay. So if I put it there, that kind of size, is that... I mean, is that too small? Is that, you know, readable? It feels a little bit too small there, but we shall... please see staff announcements. Let's maybe get rid of this. Get rid of that race preview. Yeah, fair one. Okay, cool. Oops. Again, showing everyone my messages. Yeah. Fix our race servers. Alright, well, that's frustrating. Hi Viz, how's it going? We are struggling to do some racing at the moment because of, well, I'm sure you're aware, because of this. But the first race was fun. You should have seen that. That was actually really exciting. We had all kinds of, silliness going on. Ended up with the 10X, and I got dumped by someone who didn't seem to like losing. Yes, Chris, I am a serving member of the forces at the moment. So which I'm hoping most people will have gathered with the fact that I occasionally race for British Army Esports when we do the endurance events. Although I grant you it's not a given. The first race last week, was that the GR86's Winton? Because I don't recall very much of that, to be honest. I'm one of these that's I do so many more races in the margins that don't get recorded or streamed that each one tends to blend into the other, unfortunately. But yeah, this if I'm trying to think back to that one now. I don't really recall that one being hugely. I could be wrong. I don't remember it very well at all. Oh yeah, that one, of course. It's 3 wide through the chicane. Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah, lunacy. Some people just. I do recall now. Yeah. It still boggles the mind that some people reach such high ratings on the server and have the patience of a teaspoon. Just have no. Yeah. For me, I think that the biggest thing that's gained me, I think I peaked at about almost 2,500 I rating a couple of days ago. I think the biggest thing that's earned me those 500 rating points from where I was sat at about 2,000 was understanding that there's only a couple of corners on each track where a safe overtake's really possible, and it's just thanks guys. I do genuinely appreciate it. I don't want to point it out. I don't want to make a big deal of it because at the end of the day, it's just a matchmaking tool. But yeah, I think for those people that are maybe struggling, just you've got to remember that tracks are designed to only facilitate overtakes on 1 or 2 corners. The rest of the track is probably single file, and you can't throw the car down the inside of every corner like that number 4 driver in our first race was trying to do, and expect the move to stick. There's just absolutely no reason for it. And yeah, Chris, this is just standard MOD orange, and to be fair, the room's not bad. It's comfortable enough. So I don't think I'd ever choose to paint my own room this colour at home. My wife would kill me for even suggesting it, I'm sure. So yeah. Oh dear, running out of interesting things to talk about here. God. Let's try again. Yeah, that's what I try to do, Mike or Michael. Sorry, is it Mike or for Michael? I'm just yeah. So fortunately, the UK being as small as it is, you're never really too far from home, regardless of where you've been assigned to in the army. At the moment, it takes me maybe 3 hours to drive home, thereabouts. And the guys that would, my bosses are actually really good with it. You get quite a lot of there's quite a lot of opportunities to work from home on a Friday. So quite often I'm getting away on Thursday evening and get to spend an extra night at home. So Mike is fine. Good to know. Thanks. I just assumed probably shouldn't have done. Yeah. No, it's a decent life. Best job I ever had, to be perfectly honest. Best job I ever had. So. Yeah. It's going to be weird now if I ask what you guys do for a living, isn't it? That's going to be a little bit intrusive. Trying to think of something vaguely racing related to talk about. Favorite tracks maybe. Yeah, what? Oh God, this is such a bone stupid question, but let's go with it. No, I don't use the eye overlay spotter. I don't want to. I realize it's probably a really effective tool for knowing how far alongside you are, but I think or how much overlap there is. But I kind of want to. Oh God, there's such a delay here, and yeah. So I kind of don't want to become too dependent on overlays and extra kind of obstructions to the on the screen. I don't want to get overloaded by information, and I feel like the spotter overlay for eye overlay is just not unnecessary, but if you're kind of sensible with the moves and with your overtakes, at the moment I don't feel as though it's really necessary. But that's just my opinion. I could turn around tomorrow and try it and find that I absolutely couldn't live without it, and then I would feel like the hypocrite. And then, yeah, USA, yeah. I use we've been through this before, haven't we, Viz? You did let me observe one of your races, didn't you? That happened to be at was it USA International that time? Because I remember you trying to help me out with the oval racing, which was awesome, by the way. And Nürburgring, yeah, controversial. I know. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I would take a hard disagree on Nürburgring. That's. I mean, depends on what you're talking about, the GP circuit or the Nordschleife. I have a intense dislike. Well, not an intense dislike for the Nordschleife, but yeah, I just don't think I have the patience for it. Engineers and someone doing work doing work involving the MOD at the moment. Okay, cool. Probably best not to ask exactly what that work is. Definitely not gonna. Do not share what that work is in this forum. Please don't. Bathurst. Yeah, Bathurst is a surprising one for me, actually. I didn't expect to enjoy that one as much as I did. I did the Advanced Mazda race on Bathurst last week or the week before, and managed to go from like what was it, P16 to P3, just because it was carnage. And yeah, great fun, absolutely great fun. But terrifying track, absolutely terrifying. Sorry, I'm just, you can probably hear me playing with these bottle caps, actually. I better put them down. Yeah, absolutely terrifying track, but loads of fun. Lasarth, yeah, I can understand. I can understand enjoying that one, absolutely. But me personally, I probably wouldn't put it as my favourite. I think if I had to choose favourite tracks, Alton Park would definitely be one. But I think you have to take that one with a pinch of salt, because I mean, my home is literally like maybe less than 40 minutes drive from Alton Park. So I'm a little bit biased on that one. And if I had to choose two others, I think I'd maybe go with tough. That's a really tough question, actually. VIR, Virginia International Raceway, is a really cool track as well. I really enjoy that one. And one other. God, I can't even. I can tell you which track I hate, actually. I despise, and this is going to be really controversial, I despise Silverstone. Absolutely hate it. That took a turn, didn't it? Yeah, no, absolutely hate Silverstone with a passion. Watkins Glen I've never tried. Viz hates VIR. How can you hate VIR? Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose it's not conducive to great racing. It's quite narrow and limited overtaking opportunities. So, Sebring, decent. Yeah, Sebring's good fun. Hello, Woke in Progress. Is that? Am I supposed to be saying that? Work in progress. Yeah, Sebring's good. I enjoy Sebring. My biggest problem with it this season was the fact that on the week of the Sebring 12, it seemed like every series running was at Sebring, and yeah, I was really sick of it by the end of that week. Yeah, Hungaroring's a bit of a weird one as well. I think I have so little opinion on that one that I hadn't even. I forget Hungaroring exists so often just because it's just so there, you know. I don't know. I guess I feel the same way about. Obviously, it's not on iRacing. It's not on the service. It's not on iRacing. But the Monaco Grand Prix track, the fact that we still race F1 cars still race. Yeah, the fact that F1 still races at Monaco just completely blows my mind. I mean, why? It's just completely unsuitable as a racing track. I don't understand why people enjoy racing there at all. Total waste of space and time. Yeah, do you know what? I completely agree, Chris. I do intend to buy Watkins Glen at some stage, but and simply because every time I look up the most used tracks on the service, Watkins Glen is always there in like the top 5. But irritatingly, in the past few seasons, it hasn't come up often enough for me to justify spending on it. So maybe that'll change next season. it's definitely one I intend to buy. It looks like a fantastic track. Whenever I've watched races on it, there's loads of other big iRacing YouTubers that make that track look so exciting and so much fun. But it comes with the downside as well of attracting all of the not particularly great drivers because everyone wants to race at Watkins Glen. It seemed no, I can't even say that because I don't own the track, so I don't know. I don't know that that's the case. It's just my prejudice, I guess, because I see an awful lot of on Reddit and the Sim Racing Stewards subreddit. I see an awful lot of silly errors and crashes that really could have been avoided if people had shown a little bit more patience, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, things that running a track solo is fine, but I think it gets. I think one of I suppose it's the same for all of us, but I find I really feed off of the competition aspect of actually being in a race. So lapping solo is good fun for maybe 10-15 minutes or so, but yeah, wide and fast yeah, I can only imagine how scary that bus stop must be. I've no, every time you see it coming up, I have no idea how people manage to get so close to because there's an Armco barrier on the apex of that first right-hander in that chicane, and I'm sure I see people like trading paint with that barrier every time they go through it. It just boggles the mind how you can have so much trust in yourself going through those corners. And yeah, I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe it is because there are loads of overtaking spots there at the Glen. I mean, maybe that is the reason that there's loads of wrecks. But again, it's at this point, I just sound like a whinging boomer now, don't I? Just moaning about other people's lack of patience and and not racecraft per se, but bit of a weird one. Cool. Oh, are we? No, we're not winning. Shame. Okay, worth a try. Cool. Is there anything else I've missed in the chat that I feel like I'm trying to respond to everything. Yeah. Money. Yeah, that is a really good point. Actually, I hadn't even considered the money aspect of Monaco. Sorry, we're going back up the chat a little bit here. I've just done a back scan to see if I've missed anything. Yeah, Mike, I hadn't even considered that, and it's a shame that genuine shame that the the idea of the money takes precedence over the racing. And what upsets me more is the fact that when I don't understand, because every time you listen to one of the interviews for the drivers at that track, it seems like every time they're talking, they're always talking about how much they enjoy the track, and I do genuinely find that really, really difficult to believe. Oh, that's great news, Viz. Should be back up within the hour. Yeah, sounds great. I mean, I'll try and keep this going for another 20 minutes or so. I think if we're not back up in the sim by 1/2 the hour, I'm probably going to pack it in because I don't want to I don't want to waste anyone's time. You came here to see some racing, and if we're not racing, then what's the point? And yeah, Vegas as well. Vegas, I'm sure, was absolutely about the money, because I remember watching. I remember watching a. Now this is going to be weird. I've done this before. There's another YouTuber I watch called Rocket Powered Mohawk, who does some amazing. Oh, hang on. That's we'll get rid of that because that's just come up on stream. So. Right. So that was a family member just messaging to ask if anyone. I don't know why he hasn't messaged in the. I don't know why he hasn't messaged in the YouTube chat there. We'll get rid of that as well. I'm so failing so much at kind of keep my personal life personal. Yeah, so anyway, Rocket Powered Mohawk, F1 YouTuber who does really, what's the word? Risque, no, not risque. Can't think of the right word. The point is, I think he's absolutely hilarious, and he did a video on the Vegas race and highlighted that there were observations, but you know how at Monaco, for example, people are more than welcome to watch from their own properties, from the balconies overlooking the track, and how if you go to, I'm sure there's other races like street circuits, for example, like in Singapore, where if you can see the track from like a nearby hotel, you can absolutely watch the race from there, or if there are bridges over. Anyway, the point is, I'll get to the point eventually. The point is that he showed that the organisers of the race event had deliberately put barriers on some of the public footbridges that crossed the track in order to stop people watching the race for free. So yeah, absolutely about the money. I got around to the point eventually. Good God, what is wrong with me? Yeah, if it wasn't for the hotfix, I would probably be racing things like. I would have liked to have done the GT4 fixed races. I would have liked to have done. Maybe had a go at the Ferrari fixed race. I mean, there's so much this week that I was looking forward to doing. Definitely the GR86 race at Oschersleben. Again, apologies to German speakers. And yeah, I think the main ones for me were the GT4 and the GR86 races. They were the ones that I was really looking forward to doing tonight. I don't know how that would have worked with the timings, because they're all. I mean, the Mazda started it on the hour, and then the 86 starts quarter past, and so on. And the GT4 is half past the hour. So we probably would have had quite big breaks in between each one, which would have been less than ideal. Yeah, and then. So, a question from a family member that was watching was, did anyone watch the GT World highlights of races 1 and 2 of the British GT Championship at Alton Park over the weekend? Wet races, no surprise for an Easter holiday at Alton Park. No, I didn't. I missed that one. I didn't even know it was taking place. So, I'll... maybe take a minute to go back and find those, actually. Do you know what? Yeah, the GT4s at Zandvoort, I remember doing it a couple of seasons ago, There might be a really old video on my YouTube channel, actually, from when I had just started doing this. But yeah, that track in the GT4s was so much more, what's the word, challenging than I expected it to be. And it really actually caught me off guard, and I'm sure I definitely would have been miles off the pace back then, but it was really, really rewarding when it felt like I'd got anything close to being right. Yeah. Let's try this again. It's not going to happen, is it? No. That's fine. So, yeah. So, and I suppose that's the other question, I suppose. If, assuming that we don't get back onto the sim tonight, I will try my best to actually put some a couple more videos together this week to try and make up for it. So with that in mind, are there any series that you'd quite like for me to have a go at and see the videos of? I'm just thinking now. I was going to check what's available on the iRacing app on my phone, but I don't. That's down as well. Okay, so from memory, what's available to me this week? Mazda Rookies, Advanced Mazda, and GT4s. So by extension, the GT4 stroke LMP3 multi-class, GR86, and Ferrari Fixed, I think, is available to me this week. Oh, and also the IMSA series as well. So yeah, GT4 or Toyotas, Formula Ford 1600 in the wet. I think the wet races for the Formula Fords have moved on from Okayama this week. They were at Okayama just gone, and that had a pretty high chance of rain. I can't remember where they've moved to this week. I think it's no, I can't remember. I did have a quick look. But yeah, I'll have a look at that one as well. Yeah, I mean that's quite convenient, Mike, because as far as I can remember, that's everything that we've that I've got available. IMSA, yeah, yeah, okay. I can have a think about doing some IMSA. I can't guarantee. That'll do it in the GTPs. I'm still not massively competent in competent nor confident in that car, to be quite honest. I'm probably going to do that one in a GT3 car. Literally the only reason I've got the Cadillac GT. I'll start again. The only reason I have the Cadillac GTP car is because that seems to be the one that the Army Esports team goes for every time we do a special event. Apparently no one in our team really likes racing GT3 cars for some reason. I can't understand why. Just don't. Yeah, today is Tuesday, Viz. All day, in fact. So that was a little bit more passive-aggressive than I intended. And then, yeah, absolutely right, Chris. I can do the GT3. So I can do the Ferrari Fixed. I can't do the GT3 Fixed or the VRS GT3 races this week because I don't own the track. I don't actually own many of the tracks for the GT3 races this season. I think the next week I'm going to have available to me to race them is week 6, I think, when they start at Le Mans. So I'll definitely look at doing them again, because I really enjoyed the GT3 races at Interlagos a couple of weeks ago, because that was a really nice break from Sebring, and yeah, endurance streams. Do you know, I really want to get back to doing that. I'm trying desperately to organize the next special event with the esports team, but I'm kind of struggling to get traction on it at the moment. I've suggested the Spa 24, which is in July, but like I say, at the moment I don't seem to be getting much traction. The week planner, of course. I could go to that's such. Oh no, no. Yeah, I can't even access the iRacing website because the servers are down. So that's where I would have gone for the thingamabob, for the PDF of all the what are they called, the season breakdown PDF, and then yeah, absolutely on the IMSA. Just I think Phil, after doing several races in the VRS Open series at Interlagos a few weeks back, I'm hoping now I've gotten into a habit of loading the fuel properly. I didn't manage to forget. Did I manage to forget once? I don't think I did. There was what was it? Oh, that's it. I tried the Production Car SimLab Challenge last week at Sandown over the weekend, which was another incredibly fun race, and I'm a little bit annoyed that I wasn't recording it, because that ended in a horrendous fashion. And yeah, I very, very nearly started that race with qualifying fuel. I hit the grid, and I'm sure there was like seconds to go before I checked the little fuel overlay, and it saw that I only had 10 liters left. Oh, the series are still showing on your phone. Oh, okay. So, right. I didn't even think to try that. I just assumed if it wasn't loading the data, then it wasn't working. Oh, right, great. Thanks for the tip. Absolutely right. So, right, there we go. That's why I can't do the GT series, because they're at Road America this week, and I don't have that track. And looking at the schedule, I don't have Monza either, which is fine. I'm not really a huge fan of that track either, to be honest. It's a little bit boring, honestly. In terms of layout, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe the racing could be absolutely amazing because of the nature of the track. And then I've got so available on the sports cars. Just as I thought, I've got the GR86s, GT4s, Production Car SimLab Challenge, GT3 Fixed. Yeah, there's not a lot of other. Mazda, Advanced Mazdas at VIR, so that could be a fun one actually. Because I know that whenever the rookie Masters are at VIR, I do generally enjoy that race. but it's kind of largely dependent on whether or not you survive the first few laps and survive. Was it NASCAR corner or NASCAR bend, like turn 2 or 3? Yeah, and then in Formula, I've got the rookie series. I've got the I've got the D class Formula 1600 at Brands, and that's it, I think. Yeah, bit anticlimactic. I've also, for any oval fans, I've got the what's it called now? Oh, where's it gone? I can never remember what this one's called. Next Level Street Stock series at Langley. I'm not sure how I feel about Langley, actually. Yeah. That's a really good question, Mike. I don't think that's possible, honestly. I don't think, because as I understand it, every time you register for a race, when the race server starts, it like does a random number generator sort of roll. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I think you should be able to go to schedule, select the do that one. Because that's the way I used to do it before Tempest. But I don't think it's possible with Tempest, because, like I say, once that race server starts, it re-rolls the weather within a certain sort of parameter. But I don't know if I don't think you can. The honest answer, really, mate, is that I just have no idea what's possible, and I have no idea what I'm talking about either, to be perfectly honest. I've kind of given up on the idea of trying to prepare with the same conditions. I think in most cases, though, where there's what's the word? Rain. I can't believe it took me so long to come up with rain. Yeah, in most cases where there's going to be rain on a series, I think the practice session before the race is more often than not going to be wet, so you can do a little bit of practice in the wet before the race. In my limited experience, yeah, really. Okay, I'll come back to that. Chris, never done oval. Do you know what? I'd actually really recommend it. I tried it out of curiosity a few seasons back, and it was, once you kind of get the hang of it, and once you get comfortable with, as with road, once you get comfortable with being able to consistently get the car around the track for the entire race duration, and keep yourself out of trouble, it's actually loads of fun. And I remember posting, I think one of the first oval videos I made. I think I said as part of the video that, oval just seems a little bit weird, a little bit boring. And then it was Viz actually that commented on that video and just sort of pointed out that, well, actually in oval, you're spending more time fighting the other cars on the track than you are fighting the road, or fighting the actual track. Because on some road courses, it can sometimes feel as though you are fighting against the track as much as you are fighting the other drivers. Whereas in oval, because it's such a short track and you're doing the same couple of corners over and over again, once you've nailed that small number of corners, you can concentrate on fighting other cars less than actually fighting the track. So it's actually really good fun when you get a good close competitive field that isn't wrecking every 5 laps. The racing is actually really, really good. So I'd recommend trying it, and it's something that I really should get back into. I think I should probably spend a little bit more time though in the rookie series for it, and it just kind of annoys me that in the street stocks for the rookies, I think there's 3 or 4 tracks that rotate throughout the season, so it just gets a little bit dull just doing the same 4 tracks over and over again. Yeah. No, bottom line, would recommend doing an oval race if you haven't already. Langley. I don't know. It's weird that you say they're set up too tight for Langley, because maybe it's my maybe it's a skill issue on my part, but I've always found it very difficult to keep the car from fishtailing around the track. Actually, so yeah, probably a skill issue, definitely. But interesting. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what else to say really. Australia, it'll be in the dry the whole week, but if I do, right, okay, interesting. Yeah, I'd seen that as well. So I've seen the exact same, that when you check the weather tile for the Oschersleben race, it always, at least last week, it always said 67% chance of rain or something like that. And then yeah, I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually tried it. I haven't had the chance. I've literally just got in from work about an hour before I started streaming, so I haven't actually had a chance to explore the GR86 race this week. So who knows? To be fair, it's a long week. We could easily see a few days of rain over the next few days, and I wonder. I don't doubt, from my perspective at least, I'm going to get to the end of this week feeling quite sick of rain in the GR86. But yeah, that again, skill issue. Yeah, 2 of them suck. Interesting. So I want to guess. Is it? So I think out of the 2, you're going to tell me that Charlotte Motor Speedway and Langley suck in that series, and then okay, all right, okay. So I'm just not being aggressive enough to keep the car going. Okay, interesting. I hadn't thought of it that way. I thought of right. Okay, maybe that's why I've never felt particularly quick on that track. Yeah. See, I do know you. Right. Okay, let's have one last punt at connecting to the service. Okay, no dice. Right. I think there is no point continuing this any longer. I feel as though I've wasted enough of your time, but I will say thank you very much, everybody, for coming along and chatting and being around anyway. I will plan to do the same again next week from the same time. It'll be 1900 GMT +1 British summertime that I'll plan to kick off, and unless anyone has any objections, Oh, right, okay. Reason I'm losing the asset is I have to be aggressive and the slightest bit of... Oh, I see. Okay, right. Cool. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. But like you said, the track sucks, so I probably won't go into it. Chat delay, 1, 2, 3. It's quite, I mean, it's probably a few seconds at least. Probably talking 5 to somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds, maybe. I might count it out one day, see how we go. Anyway, I was wrapping up. Thanks everybody for coming along. We're definitely going to try and do this again next time, same time next week. We're going to start 1900 GMT +1 British summertime, and hopefully next time we can maybe do a little bit more racing and a little bit less just sitting here talking about it. So yeah, brilliant. Thanks very much. I do, as always, really appreciate all the support, and I appreciate all the time that you guys choose to spend with me, particularly live now. It really is awesome. Yeah. Cool. Share it around, I guess. Let people know how awesome I am. Maybe. Okay, cool. Right. This is getting a little bit awkward. So, until next time. Yeah, community race. Actually, doesn't sound like a bad idea, but for the fact that I'm poor. Right. Cool. Right, we're going to wrap it up there. Thanks very much, everybody. Whatever it is you choose to do with the rest of your evening, have a cracking one. And